What is up, everyone? I've got another knife here from Alex, my good friend Alex over at the Watch and Cut channel. This is the limited edition, special edition Shirogorov F3 Aquatic with its techno carbon deep sea scales. All right, let's get into this. It is a super cool Shiro knife. If you're into Shiros at all, you'll probably love this. You probably saw it when it came up. It was Recon 1 exclusive. Pretty much Recon 1 is the only, don't quote me on this, but I think they might be they are the only dealer of Shiro here in the United States. It does come with a lanyard, a doodad, if you will, from Beard of Doom. That's kind of my one negative to the whole thing, but we'll get into that in a minute. Outside of that, this thing is pretty badass. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's a Shiro. Of course, it's going to be cool. So, yeah, I mean, the action on it is fantastic. It's multi-row bearings, almost a 4-inch blade, and it's super, super smooth. Yeah, it's not drop shut crazy, but it is just right. Yeah, I don't even know what more to say. I mean, there you go. I'm just kidding. All right, it's 5 inches closed, 8 3/4 overall, with a 3.8-inch blade with a 3.9-inch cutting edge. Again, even on the Recon 1 site, they measure it from here. You know, they kind of call it almost a 4-inch blade with a longer cutting edge. So, yes, I measure from the edge of the scale out. Behind the edge is 0.012. Blade thickness is 0.155. It is Vanex 37 blade steel. Overall thickness is 0.597. And it weighs in at exactly 5 ounces, which is exactly the same as a standard D-cell battery. Yet this fits in your pocket much better than the D-cell battery. They screwed up on the D-cell because there's no pocket clip, so it just kind of rides weird in the pocket, you know? All right, let's zoom in on this thing and check out this carbon fiber deep sea freaking crazy awesome scales. So there is some very fine milling on the scales to give it some texture. You also have some milling here. Beautiful titanium, blued titanium backspacer, titanium liners, and a titanium milled 3D pocket clip, which works great. They do a pocket clip really, really well. The blue, the dark blues in this scales are just amazing. So there is a special tool for the pivots and for the body screws that you can buy. Alex bought one. He has it. You can, if you are the brave type, you can use a screwdriver or a penny or a dime or something in here. I would just buy the tool. Yeah, the tool's a couple $100. Whatever. That's the price of owning these types of tools that we own. You have the Bear logo there. Very nice Stonewash blade. Full flat grind. Gets down really thin behind the edge. Blade steel on the back, and that's it. Just really well done. Stonewash pivot. Stonewash body screws. Stonewash liners. The liners have a lot of milling inside to get that weight down. You're still at 5 ounces. That's not insignificant. But I got no problem with it. You can even see right back here on the back that hidden pocket clip screw, which is that same proprietary hardware, actually, if you can see that. That's funny. I have no problems with that. So there is a lanyard. I am not a lanyard person, okay? I think we all know that by now. I generally would take a lanyard off. However, in this particular case, I would probably leave it on. This is basically the lanyard bead is a Stonewash blued pivot. Same exact. It's not the same. It's not the same size, but it is a pivot, and they call it a pivot. As it sits in your pocket, the bear shows out like this. Your pocket would be up here, of course. Yeah, on one hand, I would say, look, it's my knife. I bought it. I can do whatever I want with it. And I would just cut it off. The problem for me, or the quandary with me, and please comment down below your thoughts. Alex and I have another mutual friend, Freeze Arno. He cut his lanyard off, like he pulled this out of the box when he got his. He cut it right off, tossed it back in the box. I don't know what he did with it. And he gives zero, whatever. Zero cares. Family show, I'm torn on if I would cut it off or not. Once you cut it off, it's off. You're not untying this. You're not retying one to match. Like once it's off, it's off. Alex kind of took apart to see if he could kind of get it out from the backspacer somehow. And no, you can't. So I don't know. I'm at a loss for that. Fortunately for me, it's not my knife. I actually don't own any Shiro knives. I kind of would like to, and this is one I could see me actually using. And yeah, I probably would cut the lanyard off and just deal, because I don't like lanyards. I don't like the way this sticks out of your pocket and all that. So I would just cut it off probably and carry the hell out of this thing. This is just a beautiful knife. It's not gaudy and over the top like some knives can be, but this is one that is fancy yet plain. Like, I would not have a problem carrying this daily and using it for my normal daily tasks. Here it is next to the Sharpie. The Spyderco Delica. And you guys know that I do carry more expensive knives. I carry this VC Edge interface all the time. Not all the time, but one of my most carried knives. And I will use it for anything I need to use it for if it happens to be in my pocket. Another kind of fancy knife that I do carry equally as much as the interface is this custom Red Horse Knife Works Hellraiser. I just don't care. I carry my knives and I will use them as cutting tools as they need to be. Here's the North Arm Skaha to give you kind of a comparison of the drop shuttiness. This thing is guillotine. This is very Norseman and Holt Spectre territory on bearings. Okay. Where this is just nice and controlled, nothing scary. I don't feel like I gotta rush to get my thumb out of the way. This is a great, great knife. If you were able to pick up one of them, there's only about 100 of them made is what the rumor is. I don't think they've said exactly. They were limited to one per person, all that normal stuff. If you got one, comment down below. If you would, comment down below what you would do with the lanyard. Would you leave it? Would you cut it off? Or untie it? Like, what would you do? I'm very curious. And if you've made it this far to the end of the video, comment down below, Deep Sea. Lets me know that people watched all the way to the end. And, I'm kind of curious about that. Other than that, please go check out my Shiro playlist over here because I've done videos on several other Shiros, probably mostly that came from Alex because that's what I do. I really just show off Alex's collection here on the channel. Have a great day, guys.